That's the team we're gonna cheer.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Hop 70, hop, check. Ready?
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Go! Bronco 80.
Right back to Brown. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways, and try and find a way to win.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Richardson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14,
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better start. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 3rd and 6.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the burst. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 5. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he whips that one incomplete. There. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be third down. When you look at this defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
19-18. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Bengals at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Come on. 19. Shot.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. In this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now they'll pitch it out here. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
No, we changed it. Middle.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. But he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Let go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Let's go. 19 seconds. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready, check. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready up.
At the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
Bronco 80.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete. This is Mitchell. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
On the RPO, he'll keep it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
19 target.
They'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Gravity Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
hustle up, we got the biometric. Ran about the Lux Master up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They know they put it to seat. Niggas try was telling what they were lose, but the indicator and they yelling.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. On the return is Chase Brown. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
12 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field. And
he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. fielded just inside the 30. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Conner. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ready? 79, 79 Brooks.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Come on, come on.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. It's a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jackson options out left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Back to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready, Warrior 70, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Bengals first
Check
down.
smash, check smash.
First and 10 at the 26-yard
Viking
line.
18.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at
Marlon
the
Humphrey with the
27-yard
tackle
line.
defensively.
2 yards on
They'll
the
break
pickup.
the huddle,
It's
come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
60.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yetur Gross-Matos able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Broncos. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Quit, ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come that team. Come that team.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
60 by 60 by 30.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Connor up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there. You
want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Play action. It's Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now they run the option on 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,
They show up, and they show out.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.